continuing. So it's not just Disneyland who's in trouble here, but also in the entertainment industry. So speaking of movies, so how long have you last went to see a movie, right? Go into a movie theater. So obviously right now they're reopening. They've already reopened many of the movie theaters, but the question here is, we've discussed in previous discussion, yeah, it's open, but what can we watch? Now there have been some movies that have been released. Supposed to be it was Mulan, but nothing happened because they shift the release to streaming videos for HBO, I think, or Disney Plus, I think. And then we were expecting the release of later this year, supposed to be James Bond is one. Then you have Wonder Woman is another. All have been pushed already. For Wonder Woman, it's already pushed later this year. James Bond has been pushed to next year, and a lot of movies have been pushed indefinitely. Now, there's only one silver lining that has been mentioned with all of this. I think with the movie of Matrix 4, Keanu Reeves' movie has been pushed up a bit, so you can look forward to watching that later this year. Anyway, so let's take a closer look here. So as mentioned here, So as mentioned, so Cineworld, who is owned by Regal, is considering closing all cinemas, not just in the United States, but as well as across the border, which is in United Kingdom. And Cineworld is the second largest cinema operator. Okay, and with the latest casualty, which is James Bond, which was supposed to be released later this year, has been, scuffled. And this could, again, look at their reaction here. They would, if they were to close those cinemas, do they have to fire those people eventually? And they're already seriously considering temporary closure of all their movies. And there's no final yet, but sooner or later they will come to a realization that it's not profitable anymore if they continue operating. And I think what was supposed to be an indicator was the Tenant film by Nolan. I forgot the director. Christopher Nolan, I think. Yeah, I think that's him. And it didn't fare so well. So obviously, filmmakers or movie outfits are afraid to release their film, especially this year, knowing that people are not going to fully support their movies because it's not safe, right? Unless movie theaters can guarantee the safety of individuals, and people themselves would change their mind that okay, it's okay to go back out there. It's safe to watch with your loved ones, with your family, with your kids, and so forth. But until that time comes, I think it's going to be an uphill battle before people would go back to cinemas watching their favorite film. And as I mentioned, so the film James Bond, the No Time to Die, which I was looking forward to watch, has been pushed already for next year. Then there's the movie of what was it? I think that's Batman. Okay, so it was pushed because of their main star having contracted the virus here. So Robert Pattinson, who's donning the cape this time, has tested positive. So they have to delay their shooting again, and then the release has been pushed all the way to next year. And obviously, in terms of release, they have a set schedule there. So if you're not able to release it, it would push the other films that was supposed to be released on that particular day. And then it's keep on pushing and pushing and pushing all the way to even to the next year. So the problem here for the cinemas here, they might need to raise more money if they were forced to shut down again, and it could cost them around $1.6 billion. And that doesn't bode well, right? So it's not just Cineworld who's affected here. You also have AMC. So it's another. So again, there are other films like yes, the superhero Black Widow has been pushed, and then the Steven Spielberg's West Side Story has been pushed also. So there's no incentive for those films to be released if they know there even is a slight chance that they might not generate what they expect to be on a normal pre-pandemic period. Alright, so a lot of businesses are having to pivot and find solutions to their given situation. Can they last? We have to wait and see. You know, it's this who can survive the longest will actually win eventually. We have to wait and see here.